Christmas is my favorite time of year, and this year I am doing as much as I can ahead to get ready for my Christmas party, and I invited you along the whole way. Sometimes certain things are just better a little bit more fresh, so I left one item a little bit closer to the party. Before the guests arrive, I make a batch of these fried Brussels sprouts with bacon. Oh, and a homemade aioli, which is really just a flavored mayonnaise. This is the only thing I have to make right before everyone comes, and believe me, you're gonna wanna make it because it's that good and everyone's gonna love you for making it. Let's get started. First, just prepare the Brussels sprouts by cutting off any of those brown ends and then cutting them in half. Usually they're pretty big and they just fry and roast better if they're cut in half. Throw them into a bowl. When all the Brussels are prepared, just drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. Stir that together to make sure everything is coated with the olive oil and then put them evenly onto a baking sheet. You're probably gonna wanna make a few batches of these, honestly, because you're gonna eat a whole one before people come. You are, and it's okay, I won't tell anyone. We both will. Roast them in a preheated oven. I know you're thinking, wait, you said these are fried. Yeah, they're fried, but we're first gonna roast them to make sure they kind of cook through and then just kind of flash fry them to give them that really good crispy crunch finish that we all want. While they're roasting, you can just fry up your bacon. In a large skillet, just fry the bacon. Make sure you're doing a skillet because I want the fat. That's what we're gonna fry in. What? Yeah, that's right. That's where this flavor's coming from, and no one's gonna complain about it. It's Christmas, don't feel bad about the bacon. You need it, everyone loves bacon. As the bacon gets done frying, you can just put it onto some paper towels lining a baking sheet. I just like to do that to make sure any of that residual grease kind of gets soaked up by the paper towels. When it's all fried up, you can just turn it off if your Brussels aren't quite done roasting. You'll know the Brussels are done when you poke them with a knife and it doesn't really meet any resistance. You could also just pop one in your mouth to see if they're right. Pull them out, make sure the grease is still hot. If it isn't, turn it back on over about medium to medium-high heat. You'll need to do this in about 2 batches because they will pop and sizzle, and you don't want them to crowd the pan or they're just gonna steam in there. They are really gonna crackle, so don't worry, they will splatter a bit. Be careful, we are frying. But put them in there, let them fry up, get browned and crispy. Seriously, so good. By the second batch, you may need to add a little bit of oil, just add a little bit of like vegetable oil or a neutral oil that can take a high heat, just to make sure that the pan stays moist. Once they're all fried up and they're on a paper towel, just kind of drying off any of that extra oil, you can either whip up your mayo right here, or you could have made it 2 days ahead. Let me show you how easy this is. In a large glass measuring cup, just put a whole egg, that's right, I said whole egg, some Dijon mustard, lemon zest, and then the juice of the lemon, some salt, pepper, and garlic cloves. I just like to use an immersion blender and blend it right up. If not, you can make this whole thing in a food processor. Mix those ingredients and then add your oil. Any neutral oil will do. I like to use grapeseed. Mix that in until it's really thick, billowy, and looks like mayonnaise. Once it's ready, you could cover it, put it in the fridge for up to a week, or you could just go and serve it right away. Pour that mayonnaise right into a bowl, spread the Brussels around it, chop some bacon, throw it on top. This is the perfect dipping food for a party. Everyone's gonna not just walk by, they're gonna stand at the plate and eat them until they're gone. They're that good. This is one of those items that you definitely wanna have, and it's the only thing you need to make right before the party. If you agree, make sure to click like below and share this video around on Instagram and Facebook. I love to hear from you, all those good Merry Christmas comments. And until next time, keep checking back because there are more videos coming at you so you can have a stress-free holiday too. Merry Christmas!